Hi, I'm Andrew Armstrong and welcome to the back of his teardown lab. Just a kind of quick one today. I've had these things annoying me. They've been sitting around for ages and I kind of want to bin them. But I thought I'll do a quick video on them before I do because you might get a bit of interest out of them. But these are mobile phone replacement screens and I believe these are for one of the iPhones. And I couldn't tell you which iPhone it is. But have a little look-see. So basically it's a screen integrated with an integrated digitizer, and in fact there's probably a lot more integrated, such as the camera and the light sensors, proximity sensors, all of those things. So that's why they have a whole mess. You can see there's a whole mess of connectors there. But what's really interesting is this one on the bottom, which is the sort of back button. So you can see it's a tack switch. It's actually just like a regular tack switch. Can push that, click, click, click. But I think these have a fingerprint reader, if I'm not wrong, on these Apple models. I'm just trying to look at that. Looks like it's actually damaged. I think this is damaged. There's a header missing. But I can see on this other one, got another one here, which is a more smashed looking one. But you can see there's a header with a QR code on it. And right on the end, there's a really tiny, look at that, it's actually quite amazing really how these are I don't know who makes them, if it's Hyros or something like that, but these are a PCB interconnects, but they are absolutely tiny. I mean, you've got some bigger examples on the other end, but imagine trying to manufacture those. How do you even build those damn things? So it sort of gives some respect for people when you see these things. We don't really appreciate this technology. But yeah, so that must be some sort of a CCD disc. So when you're putting your finger on it, it's a CCD disc. But then when you push further, it's just clicking the tack switch on the bottom. It's kind of interesting, really, that they still persist with the tack switch. But I guess it's nice to have that. You can hear it there, that little click, 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 click. I've got one on my phone, and it's got the button on the bottom. But it's just a fingerprint reader. You don't really have to do anything, just touch it, you know. There's a bit of Twitter there. And it just sort of works, but yeah, there's no tack in that. So I do like they sort of persisted with that, but I guess they could lose it. So in terms of everything else, though, I mean, they're quite heavy because they're just clearly just pieces of glass, and you can see from there how kind of thick they are. They definitely are 1.5 mil thick with all the layers of all the gubbins on them. And I think these are basically have been replaced. So I'm just trying to think if one, like the one on the right, might be an actual replacement screen for the ones on the left. You know, or there's some sort of combination. I don't know, to be honest, if these work. I'm pretty sure this one doesn't work, but maybe we have a combination here of these two. There's a weird thing though. I do recall something that if you have an Apple phone and you put in a different fingerprint reader, there's some magic there which means people can't replace them, which is kind of sucks. But I tell you what, these actually look kind of like relatively intact. Yeah, this one here at least. What I'll do is I'll put it back in the box. If anybody pings me and is willing to pay all the P&P and bullshit, you can have that. And if I don't get any response in a day or two, I'll just bin it. How about that? Can't get fairer than that. Let me see if that fits in with it. No. That one's no use to man or beast though, is it really? I mean, let's do one little bit of teardown on that. So this one is boxed up. We'll put that one away. Let's just do one level more of teardown on this one because I feel that we can, because it's got a bit of screwage there on there. And I'll put this little card here just there so you can read that while I'm waiting to keep you amused while I get my screwdriver out. There we go. Let's zoom in. What is with the focus today? I'm trying out different focus modes on this, and I kind of forgotten what my original one was on this camera, and it seems to be having an awful lot of trouble. I think it's just pretty much doing single point focus at the moment, so anything in the dead middle of the screen it should be focusing on. And what I'm going to do as well, all these little screws I take out, I'm going to pop them in that box too, just in case somebody needs some spare screws. So, oh, look at that, that's kind of cute, isn't it? So this is must be the speaker. Yes, indeed. That's the speaker there, and that's its port here, and there it's got these connections, but there are 4. So I wonder if it's more than that or not, or if it's providing some sort of pass through from the ground here back through the pin. That's interesting though. It's a cute little speaker. Pop that there. So that is the camera. You can see it right there. It's almost certainly a camera. Yes, it is. Just trying to work out how it's actually... Oh gosh. So yeah, it's kind of stuck in there. So it does look like you could potentially remove some of these things kind of intact, but whether or not you could ever use them in a project or as, you know, to sort of replace, I don't know. But let's see what we've got. You got the camera there, which is a teeny tiny camera, and then you've got a proximity sensor right there. That's the proximity sensor. You can see it's 2 parts. It's sending out a signal and expecting a bounce signal back, so it's detecting your face. And then there's another interesting thing here, which looks like a little shiny bit of CCD or something, but I suspect that could be the generic light sensor. And that's pretty much all she wrote on that part. Then you've got a driver for the screen. I think this is the screen rather than touch screen, although to be honest with you, your guess is as good as mine. Tricky one. It's amazing though, isn't it? They have so little room actually in these devices to do anything. I mean, phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. I'm not even just talking Apple or any, I'm talking all of them. Any of these phone manufacturers. They really do not have much to play with, and they're all pretty much in there. It kind of makes it even more phenomenal, really, when you think about these sort of budget brands who are kind of in the market too. So there, I'm going to put that aside. Let me know if you want that and you're willing to pay P&P. And you can have that. And this one's going straight in the recycle bin. So as ever, guys. Oh! Hello. Look at that, that's nasty. That is nasty. You could have a nasty accident with that. Thank you for watching.